Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's what sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's what sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's what sound like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. How you guys living out there? Welcome to your afternoon Betspresso. This is the Griddy-Iron gang. It is early as fuck for me, and I have been awake since 6:30 watching my terrible football team play atrociously across the pond at the moment. So if I'm distracted throughout this show, it's because I'm trying to keep with them. If they end up just keep shitting the bed, then I'll be back with you guys. But my name is Sweatpant Jesus.
I'm Shaggy Bets.
VSauce here.
You were almost muted.
Yeah, he was muted. I
was
texted
almost.
him. I literally just texted him.
Oh my god, so good. Welcome guys to the Gridiron Gang. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday out there. This is brought to you by Betting News. You guys know the deal. Go to bettingnews.com for a little bit of everything all over the betting slate. Everything you need for week 6. Check out our NFL picks page. Get a little bit of everything, but we're going to tell you everything about it today, so you ain't even got to worry about it. But go to Betting News every other day of the week. Get a little bit of everything from these gents from the scribbling department. We've all got something for you guys today, so go check it out. If you guys are listening to us on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, or if you're listening to the podcast version of this episode, we appreciate it however you are consuming this media. And we're so stoked to get rocking and rolling with you guys and talk all about the pigskin today. Gents, how we living this morning? Better than me, probably, but how we all doing?
I think so far in the day, yeah, better than you.
Yeah, better than you. Ready for another Sunday of winners, though.
The kickoff just happened. Like I said, if I like zone out for a second, it's probably because I'm watching something happen in front of me. So if you guys are also watching the game, please, if you're ahead of me, do not say anything because I'll lose my mind. Also, I don't know. Have you guys ever had to scream? Have you guys ever had to stream when your team was playing? Like, have you ever had to actually like do a show whilst trying to watch? Like, imagine having to do this, Shags, while the Chiefs are playing.
No, actually, not while the Chiefs are playing. I've been sweating college picks while we were live sometimes, but no, not my team ever. So yeah, a little rough for you.
I think I'd maybe sweat some Celtics games live, like on stream. That none of her like having to do shit. Just sit there and sweat the game out.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, VSauce team is always before any Celtics game, so we're blessed.
Chan Daddy, I swear to God, if you're fucking,
I was gonna say I'm watching it right now. 2nd and 8.
If he takes this, no, he's not even in the game.
banging.
Oh, he's in the game.
Get him out of here.
God,
Get him out of here.
All right,
Mods, get his ass. Get his ass.
all right, Chan Daddy,
No.
you're gonna see rebellious Jesus right now. I swear to God, if you do this again, I will kick you out and you're never fucking coming back. Do not do this.
Oh,
Okay? This is my serious face.
wait.
No, sir.
He had me
No, sir.
tossing up my score app right away when I read that.
I swear.
No,
to God,
I immediately went to my screen. The play was about to run. So
Holy
I,
shit. You said 2nd
yeah,
and 8,
there-
and I was like, no way.
there are no fake bangs around these parts.
here we go. Here's
It
32.
is third down though.
That's
Okay,
good.
so
That's
yeah, so if I end up find myself cheering for the Titans today, what's the
Safe
safe word? Unicorn.
There you go.
Lubricant. Yeah, anyway, we'll have a normal show with you guys. We're going to talk about stud or dud. We're going to talk about some of the big matchups today from a player perspective. I'm going to ask these gentlemen whether they think they're going to be studs or if they're going to fall short and be duds today. Then we're also going to talk about our favorite dog of the week, woof, woof, whatever dog's going to be barking out there. Woof. And then we're going to talk about our favorite plays. Oh, Jesus Christ. Great start to the half. Fucking just 3 and out.
Oh shit.
Got fucking spanked. All right, anyway. Favorite bets of the week for week 6. And then we're gonna cook a lotto just to round things out today. I like I said, I might be a little bit all over the place today because I just got a lot of things happening in front of my face right now. But I'll try to stay with you guys as best as possible. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us in the chat. Thanks so much for stopping by and kicking it with us today for your afternoon Betspresso. Gents, let's go ahead and get started with the studs or the duds of the week. I'm going to start in the quarterback department here. Get him. We are going to start with the quarterback, number 5 ranked quarterback this week on ESPN. Is he going to be a stud or a dud? Mr. Justin Fields, the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. He looked like dog water the first 3 weeks of the season. Last 2 weeks of the season, he looked like the quite possible dark horse MVP candidate, maybe. 5th ranked quarterback this week against the Vikings. Shags, I'll let you go first, man. What do you think? Do you think Justin's going to be a stud or a dud this week?
Well, first off, I think you can absolutely cool it with that dark horse MVP talk. He looked. He looked okay, man. But like, I mean, honestly, he looked great. But MVP caliber, I don't know, man. Not after those first 3 weeks. However, I would lean stud in this one, mainly just because I lean with points. I don't really trust either of these teams' defenses, and definitely not Minnesota's secondary. We saw him connect a lot with DJ Moore. They looked really solid last week on Thursday. Now they got a few extra days to prepare for these Vikings at home. I kind of like Justin Fields to show out. I don't really know if the Bears get the W, but I love points in that one. So I think Fields shows out.
Gents, what do you guys think?
I think, yeah, I'll go first. 2 1-4 teams, NFC North bout. I do think Fields is a stud today. He's getting better as the season goes, and this Vikings defense ain't it. They're giving up a bunch of yards every game. So I just like Fields. You know, when you have that dual threat versus a bad defense, you know, he can hurt him in multiple ways. So I like him as a stud this week.
V?
For myself, honestly, I think I was looking at this game last night, and what's interesting to me is how low the total was, right? I think it's gone up to 44 now, up from 42.5, which is strange for these two strong offenses, right? Like we've seen the Vikings and how good Kirk Cousins is, and this Bears team has been putting up points on the board the last few weeks, and their defense is just as bad as they've been good over the last 2 weeks. I think that the weather, I think, was concerning in this game is what I was seeing early last night is that the the weather was a concern here.
At this point,
cold, rainy.
At this point, I literally just want the Titans to come back and win this game just to troll all of you because of this.
The Titans are not coming back.
Fuck off, Sukh.
I can still that was a solid first down. They just lost 3 yards for the Ravens.
There we go. You're ahead of me, so please.
All right.
If something crazy happens, dude, just keep it to yourself. Sorry, V. Continue. I'm sorry to interrupt.
All good, man. All good. But like, even if it is cold and rainy, I was looking at Justin Fields to score a touchdown like on the ground today, just because of that. Like, if it is cold and rainy, they're also down 2 running backs. Both Rashawn Johnson is not playing and Khalil Herbert is out. They're down to their 3rd and 4th string running backs who are just like, in my opinion, underprepared for what's about to come with this team, right? It's a run-heavy offense. They love to run the ball, and they love to do it through their running backs. I think Fields might have to bear a little more of that load, and for that reason, I think he's going to be a stud today, both through the air and possibly on the ground, maybe getting into the end zone.
I mean, we've seen him kind of, the MVP thing was a joke from the offseason, but we've seen him definitely play a lot better the last couple of weeks. He was like, oh yeah, I can throw the ball to DJ Moore, and he's pretty good. So he's done that pretty well. And then obviously there's also the situation with no Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is out of this lineup and gone to the IR for the Vikings. I know that doesn't really have to do with the Bears offense necessarily, but I think Deontay Foreman, which is the running back that they brought in to carry the load, he's good. I mean, he's all right. But I do think your point about him not being prepared enough to make an impact in this game is probably pretty valid. I'm going to go stud too. I think he's going to have a good game again. I also kind of like DJ Moore's receiving yards as well, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I love that, man. I think that's
especially. I think the over 2 points too tells us that the weather is going to be good enough for these offenses to kind of like flourish a little bit because everybody was pounding that under early on. With the weather reports, to see it go up 2 points. I feel like DJ has a day. Probably somebody on that Vikings offense too, because Kirk Cousins has still been really good, right? And the other interesting thing I wanted to say is Fields is plus 140 to score a touchdown today, and his 1 rushing touchdown all season. Like that's really weird. The Vikings have given up, I think, 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks on the year, and that's like good enough for tie. I think they're tied for 3rd most in the league. So I definitely don't hate him to get in the end zone today.
I mean, these are 2 1-4 teams, but in no way are these like anemic offenses. These guys can put up points, so this could be a good game.
Well, there's a huge difference between 1-5 and 2-4. There's I don't like for morale, like for the players, like it's just I know that you're still dog water at that point, but like there's a difference between grabbing that second win now versus going 1-5 and really having a big hill to climb, So
2-4 is hope. 1-5 is 1-2-3 Cancun.
And it's a divisional win if you get it.
Yeah.
Well, and exactly. I mean, arguably the Bears should have won 2 straight. They gave that game away to the Broncos 2 weeks ago, and then came back and looked solid against Washington 4 days later. So I think the Bears are trending in the right direction. Can't necessarily say the same thing for this Vikings, especially with Justin Jefferson out now for who knows how long. And I mean, the Vikings offense just seems it's been so one-dimensional all year. It's all pass. There's absolutely no run game. They get no movement on that offensive line trying to run the ball. And so with Jefferson out, that hurts their only dimension on offense. You can only pass it, and now you just lost your stud, your best player. I don't think it hinders the offense. I still think they're able to put up points, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
If you're a Vikings fan, you're in full stress. Those hammy injuries can just linger all season.
Especially guys who have to be explosive. I mean, because that's where that explosion comes from the under the ass,
And you're 1-4. Your 1 win is against the Carolina Panthers. You've given up 20 points to every other offense you've played. That doesn't get it done. Bears are going to take advantage of that.
Skull down, baby. Yeah. All right. So we're all in agreement that stud week from Fields. Stud. Yeah. Okay. To the running back department. This one's all of them were pretty, I thought, relatively interesting today. Running backs. The number 2 ranked running back this week is Austin Eckler, coming back from injury. I think the Chargers are playing the Cowboys, and obviously one of the best statistical defenses in the NFL. So this is a game for tomorrow, obviously, but this is the number 2. I thought it was just very interesting that he's number 2 ranked, even though it's his first game back. So V, I'll let you go first on this one, brother. What is your, you think that Austin Eckler has a chance to be a stud on Monday Night Football, or are you going with the dud?
Man, it's Austin Eckler, so he always has a chance to be a stud. But in my opinion, I just don't think it's going to come against this Dallas front seven, right? Like, if anything, this Dallas defense has been good all year, but the front seven has been elite. The loss of Trayvon Diggs in the secondary has been kind of huge. They've been getting beat in the passing game, right? We look at their opponents this season; they have not really faced up with any really good opponents. They've seen the Cardinals, in a loss, right? They played the Patriots, and they're just like all around bad teams. We saw them get smacked around last week by this Niners squad. And I just think that this Chargers team is going to come in really pass happy, looking to put up points because their defense really probably is going to have a hard time containing Dallas. So I think they're going to be passing a lot. And we know that Kellen Moore is but going up against his former team, right? He's got Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen both on the offense. And I just think that Eckler's first week back, do you really want to work him to the point where he could get hurt again, especially for a guy who has been consistently hurt year in and year out, not playing even 12 games on the season, right? You want him in the playoffs. I know this Chargers team looks rough early on this season, but again, I think they're 1 and 3, 1 and 4.
No, they're 2 and 3.
2 and 2.
2 and 3, right? They're 2 and 3 now.
Sorry.
2 and 2. No, they're entering week 6 now. They'd be 2 and 3, wouldn't they?
Yeah, 2 and 3. They definitely won 2 games.
But they've got 2 wins, right? This snowball effect a little bit, get a win here. I just don't think it's going to come through Austin Eckler. I feel like the running backs could split touches today in his first game back, similar to Jonathan Taylor in his first week back last week.
Shags, what do you think,
man? It's always tough taking a guy coming back from injury, but I would lean with stud. For a couple different reasons. Number one, we know how explosive this guy is, and we know Brandon Staley is going to get this guy's touches early. He's coming back. He's missed 3 weeks, so they're going to want to get him influenced, involved right away. Plus, this Dallas's defense, they do give up 4.5 yards per attempt. Per rushing attempt, ranking them 24th in the league. And in their 2 losses, this is how the running backs did against them. Against San Francisco, Jordan Mason carried the ball 10 times for 69 yards and a touchdown. McCaffrey went for 19 and 51 and a touchdown. McCaffrey also caught 2 balls for 27 yards. Then against the Arizona Cardinals, James Conner ran all over him. 14 carries for 98 yards and a touchdown. Also caught 2 passes for 18 yards. So I lean with stud on Eckler. I think he could expose this Dallas defense a little bit. That's still, in my eyes, adjusting to life without Trayvon Diggs, and trying to figure out how to cover these stud backs because they did not do a good job of covering McCaffrey or James Conner, and it resulted in 2 losses for him. So I like Eckler. I don't necessarily like the Chargers, but I like Eckler to go off.
Yeah, I think that. Go ahead, Sukh.
Oh, I was just going to say, these 2 GOATs said everything that needs to be said, but I will just go dud. Just because what V said, he's coming back. It's a good Cowboys defense. Yeah, they're softer on their rushing defense, but it's just, this is a pass-happy offense, and this is an injury-prone guy. So I'm just going to lean dud, but I would 100% like Chef's in the chat right now. Eckler goes off after being back. He knows what it's like to be injured, and he gets up for the games when he returns. But I don't know. I'm just leaning dud this week with that good Cowboys defense.
I think this is just a stay away from me in this situation. Like you said, you guys, I kind of all touched on the different points. He has the capabilities of he is one of the best overall weapons in the entire NFL, but he's just coming back. 100%. Like this is still a very good defense, and they just got embarrassed last week. They got embarrassed, dude. And I don't know if they're going to get embarrassed 2 weeks in a row. I still think this team is pretty good, even though they've been the butt of lots of mini jokes all week long. I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see this again on Monday. I don't think we're going to see
Austin Eckler's face, brother.
No, it could be.
Cowboys are worth noting. They're 0-2 on the road. They looked horrible in both road games.
What?
Sorry.
Are you ahead
what
of
happened?
Derrick Henry just did something crazy, but I was paying attention to you motherfuckers, and I didn't see what he did. Oh my God. Oh my
What
God.
did he do?
Go. He literally took a direct snap and ran like 75 yards.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
Holy
He's
shit.
delayed too, right? So you don't even know what to say to him.
Shaggy just like didn't even react to it.
No, I know, right? I was locked in, bro. I'm locked in.
Dialed in, boys.
He's
Dialed
locked
in.
in.
But no, the Cowboys are 0-2 on the road. They've looked terrible away from Jerry's world, and now they go to SoFi. So I wouldn't trust the Cowboys in this spot. This is a total stay away from me.
And that's the story of Dak Prescott's career, man. On the road, he's just
Right.
a completely different quarterback. When he's playing at home, in Cowboys Stadium, dude is so good. He's electric, and that Cowboys offense looks like it can't do anything wrong. Then you throw it into a road game, and it's like they can't even fucking get a first down. CD Lamb looks like a completely different player. He goes from top 5 receiver to maybe top 15, top 20. It's terrible.
At home this year, the Cowboys are outscoring opponents 108-13. Oh, I'm sorry. That Giants game was on the road. So they are 1-2 on the road. But at home, they've won 30-10 and 38-3. The 2 losses on the road, they've been outscored, 70-26 the last 2 road games.
Dude, I mean, the San Francisco 49ers are the best team in football.
Right.
So they are literally, without a doubt, the best team.
But for 4 weeks, we were talking about the Cowboys being up there as Super Bowl contenders too. And
look at the Rams. Look at the Rams game with the Niners, right? The Rams stayed within that game. They didn't have Cooper Kupp, no weapons. Their defense was beat up in that game too. And they only lost by 7, right? The Cowboys literally came into San Francisco. Yeah, it was. And got beat the fuck up. They literally got beat the fuck up. It was such a bad game. And dude, I've always been a Brock Purdy kind of doubter, thinking that, hey, systems, Niners system, this and that.
Oh, he's great.
Dude he's the fucking real deal, bro. You watch him in the pocket, you watch his pocket presence. He doesn't take bad sacks. His footwork is impeccable. He moves within the pocket impeccably. Like when you watch him versus Dak, it was night and day. Dak's all over the field, throwing bad passes, throwing into traffic, throwing interceptions. And then Brock Purdy is like unfazed.
Honestly,
in the pocket.
you see some of these Brock replays, and you see downfield, you see through the secondary and the coverage, and you're not seeing who he's passing to. Then in the last second, you see the guy come in, finish his route, and just perfectly catch it. It's a joy to watch this San Francisco offense.
Oh my God! God damn it!
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
No, they have to kick a fucking field goal again. Jesus Christ!
Derrick Henry direct snap though. Sheesh.
I will say though, Gerald's first leg of his lotto that he placed that included the morning game just hit. So
thank God. I tailed him.
We move.
Also,
we move.
We move. I dropped the link in the chat for you guys. If anybody wants to come up here and pitch your favorite play for the day, or if you're like Gerald, drop a lotto on us, it's probably gonna smack. Then come on and bring the heat, boys and girls. Bring the heat.
Gerald, you don't have a choice. Let's get your ass up here.
Yeah, Gerald,
you've already made an appearance, so don't be missing out.
If you spoon feed a plus 11,000 lotto 1 week, you gotta come back.
Yeah, hell
you
yeah.
Must return. We're fiending over here for it, man. We're fiending. We have a before we do the last one of Stutter Dud, we have a Hovey bang. What's going on, Hovey? How's it going?
Timing.
What up?
What's going on, Hovey?
How are you, brother?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks so much for stopping by today, man. All right, so last week, like 2 weeks in a row, you gave us bangers in the touchdown department. Last week, you came on, the first thing you said was Jamar Chase was going to have a day, which he did, but then you got a little cute and went Daniel Jones, which was, understandable. But we want the gut today, brother. We want what is Hovey's belly saying? Who's getting in the end zone?
It's lunchtime. Tell the kiddos lunch.
It's Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara's in the end zone.
Yep.
I'd be shocked. I'd genuinely be shocked if he didn't get in the end zone today. To be honest,
already booked.
Yeah,
with the chest, man. He's back.
It's the Saints today, right? It's the Saints today.
The Saints. Yeah. It's Alvin Kamara rushing, receiving. That's gonna be one of my plays to tell y'all. Obviously, self-explanatory. That dude's a dog. Houston isn't gonna be able to stop him at all. He is the Saints offense. So that's pretty obvious that he's gonna get in there. I got two plays for y'all. One's not cheeky, but it's not attractive to what you would assume. Normal person would come out and pitch. Mine's going to be my favorite play, and it's my favorite play, to be honest, is Zach Charbonnet over 20.5 rushing yards. The Seahawks they just coming off a bye. They go up against the Bengals, who are bottom tier in regards to stopping the run game. Basically, every single game this season, they've allowed 2 rushers to have over 40-plus yards. And that's even with teams that really don't have that great secondary running backs are still having success against this Bengals rushing defense. Charbonnet, not that his touches have been getting increased. They kind of fluctuate right now from he went from 3 week 1, 4 week 2, 9 week 3, 5 week 4.
Yep.
But he's still, except for week 1, he's still consistently hitting over 20 yards easily. The Bengals are a top 5 team in regards to giving up yards per rush. They average they give up, I think, about maybe 4.5 to 5 yards per rush. Again, coming off a bye, I think they're going to get Charbonnet more involved. They brought him there for that reason, drafted him for that reason. And the dude's a dog. The dude, he's not a pass catching back. He's nothing. He just gets the ball and he goes. Mm-hmm. So I like that. Second play is going to be Devontae Smith over 57.5 receiving yards. We know Jets don't have Sauce Gardner today. Devontae Smith is the definition of 1 game on, 1 game off. Legit, it's just what he does, and he fits the system of going off this game. I think the Jets line is a trap. The fact that the Jets are only plus 6.5 to the Eagles, I think the Eagles absolutely destroy us. I see the Jets defense struggling. And they do a pretty good job. Cornerbacks one, even though Sauce isn't going to be playing, we still do a pretty good job in regards to stopping wide receiver ones. So now everyone's going to have to rotate over, which means that Michael Carter, the second, is going to be guarding Devontae Smith, and that's like a 6-inch difference in regards to height. So Devontae Smith is going to have himself a day, I think, and you're going to get a typical run down the field. Did the Titans score? Please tell me they did.
They got an interception.
Yeah, they got a pick.
They got a pick.
Lamar Jackson interception.
I need him, Hovey. I need him.
Rashad Bateman thought it was over his head. He didn't even reach up for it.
Bro, are these receivers just the worst in the league?
Lamar's got a bad core, bro.
Yeah. Hovey, question for you. Because you're talking about Devontae Smith. I really like this play and I really like the look because I agree. Just because Sauce Gardner's out doesn't mean this entire defense now turns to shit. I understand he is the best cornerback and one of the most elite cornerbacks in the league, but because he's at practice, because he's these things, he elevates the play of everybody around him, right? So I know everybody is targeting AB, especially because the last 3 weeks that he's had, right? He's had back-to-back 125 plus yard games, monstrous. He's what's his name's favorite target. But Devontae Smith is the kind of guy that busted a 65-yarder on one play, and he's done it multiple times, I think, this year, 40-plus yarders, right? So do you think it's better to avoid AB completely, or do you think there's a chance of both of them hitting? I guess that's my question.
I personally wouldn't touch AB. It's one of those things I know it's not the greatest way to bet, but it's also one of the most realistic things that we kind of see in this industry is that when these dudes get so hot, everyone tails them. And yes, there is ride the wave when the guy's on fire. But if you're not on the wave already, I just don't touch it. And again, the public, this is what, I was talking about the other day on the NBA, when the common person is going to look, they're going to see, oh, A.J. Brown just went off for 100 whatever yards 3 games in a row. This is easy. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be that easy. I don't think their main focus is going to have to be to stop him. We're not really going to worry about Swift. It's really only going to be, I think, Goddard and Devontae Smith that kill us today.
Fuck yeah. Fuck with this.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. So I actually, it's so hard, man. I really like listening to you say this Devontae Smith play because I actually really like AJ Brown. I looked at it last night. I was already kind of thinking about playing it anyway before the Sauce Gardner news came out. I like your read here though, and I like what you guys are talking about with him being a big play threat. I think they both could smack. To be fair, I think they really could both have big games. I mean, AJ's just in one of those zones right now. And I think after we saw what happened on this sideline, with like, remember that I think it was like 4 weeks ago before he went on this little stretch where he wasn't getting targeted, and like he kind of gave a little bit of a temper tantrum, and Jalen Hurts was like, "Bro, just calm down. It's okay. It's all good. No worries." Since then, dog. So I'm sorry, but I do think that line is kind of trappy today, man. I think the Eagles could do some damage. No,
I think I'd be shocked if like I just can't see the Jets keeping it within 6.5. Honestly, last week we played the Broncos. That's not the defending NFC champion.
I think it just moved to 7 too.
Like that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then I'll leave y'all with one more.
Well,
one more. Cheeky play.
Yeah,
I can't find it anywhere personally, which is why I really didn't want to give it. But once I do find it, once it does become available, I'm taking it. And it's CJ Stroud over an interception. Every single week, we're going to continue to hear, and it's always going to, CJ Stroud hasn't thrown a pick yet. He hasn't thrown a pick yet. This dude is facing the Saints today, who are top 4 in the NFL in regards to interceptions already on the year. They have like 7 picks on the year already. They are a dog of a team on the defensive end, and I think they get after CJ Stroud today. And he gets a nice little wake-up call today. Welcome to the NFL.
Yep.
I will say that Sukh sent me. I was just going to say, Sukh sent me a slip with that in it.
Yeah.
Shaggy, how bricked up did you get hearing an interception prop, man?
Oh, no, I love it. And what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing it anywhere from like minus 105 to plus 105 on the market. MGM's hanging plus 125. So
MGM does have it. Oh,
I that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, MGM at plus 125. So I will be betting that with you.
Let's get it.
Hobie, if you wanted to put one of these in our lay, which one would you put in? One of these props that you've given us.
In a lotto or a regular lay?
Lotto.
Give us both. Well, a lotto piece and a regular piece.
Lotto, I would say Zach Charbonnet 40 plus rushing yards is like plus 320 yards.
Charbonnet. Okay.
Let's go.
Beauty.
And then any of the plays themselves to put in, it's got to be Charbonnet again, just as rushing.
Cool. Beauty.
Love it, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Hobie. Appreciate you, dude. As always, have a fantastic day. Hope your Jets keep it close, man. Hope they keep it stay around.
Peace out, boys.
Yeah, have a great day, man. Take it easy. We got a Henry Bang.
Henry.
This is what the Titans do, dude. This is what they do. They make you.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Titans keep SPJ tight.
Oh, like this team is literally a toxic X in a wrapped up in a 53-man roster. Like they just make you think that they're okay. Sometimes they have 1 week where it's just the most amazing situation you've ever had in your life, and then the next week you're reminded, like, oh yeah, you're a terrible. I hate you. Anyway. Nice to have Hobie back up here talking nice. I really like the AJ Brown Devonta Smith conversation because I think AJ's gonna have a massive ass day. But I wasn't even thinking about Devonta, so that was a good look from Hobie. Let's do the last one, a stutter dud, real quick, and then we'll dive into our favorite plays.
We got a Dunny sub bang. Shout out Dr. Dunny.
Let's go, Dunny. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hey, go check them out on the Third Leg podcast. On YouTube as well. Friend of the program. We appreciate you guys. Hope your Lions do the job today, Dunny. Who do the Lions play today? Are they on the bye? Are they on a bye?
Lions play the Buccaneers.
The Bucs
in Tampa.
Bucs. You want to have that? Anyone want to
I'm a little scared for Dunny's Lions, but I think they get it.
Mm-hmm. It makes you feel better. Trent's on the Bucs, so whatever.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is.
In his surgical 6.
I
all
just
right.
made that shit.
You just know.
I think that's cake straight up.
Cake.
I actually have 3 bets today. They're all overs. They're all 43.5, which is like kind of ironic. But.
So you need 44 points in multiple.
Yeah, and I got a bad number in that Lions Bucks game actually because I got 43.5. It's down to 42.5. So,
is the ATL on that ATL game on that list, Shag?
No, it's not. I didn't really look into that one though. So I could see they play. That's the Manders, right? They play
the Manders. Yep.
42. Okay. Yeah, I could see points in that one.
Yeah, I've been talking V's ear off about that game all week, so that's good. You didn't lab it, game? So then we did.
That game? Why that
Dude,
game?
I've been on the Falcons since the preseason, and I've just felt so lost as a human being, but I continued to watch their games. I'm like, yo, do you know that their kicker is Asian? And I'm just like watching for the most random reasons.
Saints money line.
Man. Let's go. All right, boys and girls. You guys like listening to us talk, but you should definitely hang up the phone, do whatever else you're fucking doing, and listen to this man talk. Because we got a Gerald Bang. What's going on, dude?
Oh my god.
Father of VSauce and just
What is up, Sukh and B's
yes.
daddy?
L mods. L mods. L fucking mods.
Disagree. W mods.
I was wondering if that comes through.
Mods.
Glad it did.
Absolutely. You got the memo. How are you today, brother? Thanks so much for stopping by.
If you hit a fucking lotto today and this is the screen we have to fucking clip, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be
incredibly happy.
If we hit all the lottos today, I will officially adopt you, Brun. We're gonna just live in Cabo together.
That's wonderful. All right, Gerald. What are the moves today, man? What are you liking out there? And then obviously you got to leave us with a little lotto.
Yeah, so I sent you guys the lotto that I took earlier. That's just it's a long shot, but get a little bit nerdy here. So I really like DeAndre Swift over and a ladder for rushing everything. Now the reason I like it. So I was in a podcast. This guy that works for PFF came on and he made his own stat. Like it's just nerded off for like 30 minutes. It's called CABLOS. It's called contact at or before the line of scrimmage. So Philadelphia Eagles, their running backs get contacted at or before just 25% of the time before the line of scrimmage. So that's a much more telling stat of how they're going to do week to week than broken tackles or anything, because that depends more on individual talent. This has more to do with how their line performs, overall. Also, that is a stat where Kelsey and the other guard haven't allowed a sack in 2 years, which is insane. So that line, anybody can run behind. Anybody
Got
can.
a pen in his hand. This guy's in the lab.
Anybody can run behind.
They haven't given up a sack in 2 years.
That's right. Yeah. Then
Holy
Kelsey
shit.
and their other guard have not given up a sack in 2 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So literally anybody can run behind this line unless your name is Rashad Penny. So you can that. All right. So I would take DeAndre Swift over 100 yards is plus 135, but I would take the plus 75 just in case. I would also take the plus 150 if you can, and just sprinkle that one. They're gonna run, and I think they're gonna do well. And they're gonna get out early too. And the Jets have allowed 731 yards rushing, and people attempt rushing more on the Jets than anybody else. And I also got 2 little mini lottos, but they're pretty good. So the first one is Ayuk 100 plus. Receiving yards, Jacobs 75 plus, and I don't really like Jacobs, but I like McDaniels against older teams because he's petty. So he will come out with all the tricks. And then Laporta 75 plus. I have my fantasy. This guy is a stud, and he's getting better every single week. I'm a Pats fan, and this guy is more like Gronk than anybody I've ever seen. He can block. And his pass catching in traffic is
he's huge.
Yeah, he's massive. So that if you put $5 on it, it's gonna get you 382. And then
open the app right now and lock that shit in, like me. Don't fuck around.
Do you like money?
And then the other one I have is kind of the opposite storyline. So I want to make 2. So the other one is if Laporta's not getting it, it's gonna be St. Brown. So I have 3 receivers, 100 plus each. It's gonna be $5 to $430, just a little sprinkle. St. Brown, Metcalf, and Ridley, all 100 plus. If you sprinkle that, I believe that one's a good shot as well too. And too late now, but just to appease the chosen one, SPG, I have Henry.
I knew that was coming.
Henry 2 touchdowns, 100 yards, plus 1,400.
Oh, dude, that's looking pretty. That's looking.
They just got the ball back too.
He's on his way right now. He's gonna flirt with that Hyundai. Let's go, dude. You got me bricked up with that, Joe.
Definitely hit anything Swift, anything rushing Philadelphia. Just smack it. It should hit. And those, I'll text Vern. You guys can put it up on Twitter or something. But the 3 receivers and the rushing and receiving. That's
Nice.
Don't worry, man. You're on the screen now, dude. And what happens when you come on the screen is that when you say these things and they hit, you can get them clipped. So that's how that goes. Hey, man. Nuggets, absolute nuggets were dropped in this little segment. I still can't believe that Jason Kelce hasn't given up a sack in 2 years. That is insane, man.
And the guy beside him, I don't remember.
And Lane Johnson.
I mean, he gave up his sack to T Swift, so I don't know.
Ooh, good one.
Wait, what?
Good.
That's Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's the wrong Kelce.
Sorry.
Is it though? Is it?
No, Gerald, I love that. I love that other stat, about the contact at or before the line of scrimmage, and especially with the Jets defense giving up 4.5 yards per rushing attempt this season. The last 2 games, that number's 5.2 the last 3 games, and 6.3 yards per attempt last week to the Broncos.
Yeah,
So,
Shaggy, just to put that in perspective, I don't know if I said this, but that is the lowest percentage in the last 5 years of any team.
Right.
And this stat's only been tracked for 5 years. So
that's insane, and that's a great way to look at it too. If the guy's making it all the way to the line of scrimmage before he even gets touched, there's success on that offensive line. And like you said, anyone could run behind him. I'll run behind him. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
I'll go for 65 and 2 tutties.
That is.
All right, I just tailed both lottos.
Boom.
He's been busy down there pressing buttons. We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not fucking around when Gerald comes on. I'm not fucking around.
Oh, I know.
Hell yeah.
I know. We got the best viewers in the program. Gerald, we really appreciate you, man. Anything else, or you want to go sweat?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go sweat. I've been sweating, man. You guys have no idea. Me and V have been pissed the last 2 days. We missed 2 NHL lottos on one shot. It's been brutal.
On Caulfield, right? Or no?
One Caulfield, and then we doubled down. We believed in Caulfield, and then JT Miller screwed up one shot again.
And then Draisaitl the other night is terrible.
I mean, the Canucks have been great. You would think JT would get that shot.
Well, you don't think they scored 4 goals on 16 shots and then win the game? That's insane.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah.
If the Oilers are ever minus 200 again, I'm gonna do something.
Fade.
Like, I don't even know, but like, what? Not even fade. Fading's not enough. Fading isn't enough for how much anger I feel through 2 Oilers games of betting on this dog water team. Anyways.
Welcome back to hockey, baby. All right, Jared, we appreciate you, brother. Take it easy, man. Have a fantastic Sunday. We will see you next Sunday, man. Thank you so much, man. Have a great day. Adios. Peace. I actually really like that Swift play, man, for everything that he said, obviously. I like Jalen Hurts, too. I have him as a touchdown scorer in one of my touchdown piece today. I didn't have that stat off the back of my head, but that ties into that logic as well. Go, Henry. Go, Henry. Go, Derek. Oh, my God. Okay. Can you say his lottos one more time? Hat addict. I don't. He said so many.
Yes,
V does.
I can say I'll post them here in chat too. But it's gonna be Ayuk 100 plus receiving yards, Josh Jacobs 100 plus rushing yards, and then Laporta 75 plus receiving yards. That's one. And then we've got Amon Ra 100 plus, Metcalf 100 plus, Ridley 100 plus. That's another 3-teamer. I'll post both of these with the screenshots on Twitter, and I'll post them in chat right now.
Mix and match as you please.
You can follow.
Yeah.
You can follow VSauce at VSauce with 3 A's. You'll find it on Twitter. And mix and match. Pick out what you like and press the buttons yourself however you feel like. Or put them all together and just get them a massive, humongous lotto.
And make sure you follow all these boys too that come on here. Hovey, Gerald, right? In addition to us, of course. But these guys are dropping nuggets. Follow them. They'll post more plays and we can win more bets. Straight up.
We're not ignoring you.
Dude, come on.
You're also
right
always
now.
welcome on the program.
Yeah, what the hell?
Also, anybody in the chat, you can do what Gerald just did. You guys can
Say
come on the
links
screen and
pinned.
let you know.
Nobody wanted to acknowledge this, NZ. All right, nobody wanted to acknowledge it again.
I think Violet said that he'll come on in a bit too earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
I think Adam too. Adam was coming back from his bachelor party. Shout out Adam. Hope it was fucking electric, my boy. Did we finish Stutter Dead?
Oh fuck.
No,
we didn't, but we're gonna move on. God damn it. Interception. Sorry. Okay. So we're pretty much finished with Stutter Dead. We can move on. We're gonna talk about our favorite dogs of the week. Who is gonna be barking out there for week 6?
Who let the dogs out?
All right, so in this segment, all of us are going to give you guys our favorite plus money play out there. You can either on the money line or or obviously on the spread. Shags, I'll let you go first, man. Who is your favorite dog of the week this week?
Dunny, cover your ears, brother. All right, you got him covered. You got him covered. I think it's the Buccaneers, brother. I think it's the Buccaneers. I will not be betting on it. I like the over. I like the over better, but I am scared for the Lions and this Baker Mayfield team in Tampa Bay. Both these teams have been incredibly surprising, blowing expectations out of the water. But the Lions, they beat that Chiefs team without Kelsey and Jones. We're always going to say that. It was without those two. It was a win, no doubt. And they handled business against the Bears, but then they went on the road against the Saints. They lost to the Eagles 25-11. I'm sorry, that's the Buccaneers. They lost to that bad Seahawks team. The Lions did. Then they beat the Falcons, Packers, and Panthers. They haven't really had a really dangerous opponent, in my opinion. And I think that's just kind of just a crappy spot for this Bucs team to kind of get it done. The Bucs, they upset the Vikings on week 1. They handled the Bears, handled business on the road against the Saints, lost to the Eagles by 14, but they made it somewhat competitive. The Bucs have been one of the most surprising teams in the NFL this year, and so I think at home with this short dog, they could surprise some people and beat the Lions today. Again, no beans personally on it. I like the over. It's going over, but that's what we got.
Wow, that was not
Dunny said, "Put your money where your mouth is."
Yeah, drop it in right there. No, to be fair, you did say that you don't have any money on it, so you were just it's more of a lean. And well, in this segment for all of us, we kind of say we are not betting it, but it's the team we like necessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I will explicitly let you know if I got beans on a dog.
This guy sent the slip, man. He's like better right now.
I know.
Dare you?
beans on
I'm
a dog.
scared, Dunny. He's giving me the
Beans on a
+3 at even money too. I mean,
yeah. Facts.
Like that was so fast. That was so quick.
Yeah. All right, V, what's your favorite dog this week, brother?
Dude, I know Chef's not gonna like it, but honestly, when he doesn't like these plays, they fucking hit. It's the Chicago fucking Bears. It's the Bears, man. It's the Bears today. I love this spot against the Minnesota Vikings team that I think is going to be hindered by the loss of Justin Jefferson, right? We saw what he's been doing. He's been the most targeted wide receiver on this team. He's eating yards. Outside of maybe last week, he's been dominating every single secondary he sees and providing Kirk the perfect target, right? He can just throw him the ball. Kirk has never had a target that he trusts like Justin Jefferson, right? Regardless of who he's played with in his career. Even Diggs didn't get the amount of trust that Justin Jefferson sees or the amount of targets. Reason I'm just loving the Bears today is like they're trending in the right direction. Like Shaggy said earlier, they really should be off back-to-back wins. That collapse versus Denver was almost all time. And I just don't think it happens again. The Bears are due for a good home win. They owe this to their fans. It's a divisional matchup. The Vikings look super easy. 3-point favorite on the road in Chicago. If the weather's bad, I like it even more. The Vikings play in a dome, eight games out of the year, right? A bunch of the other games are spent in the summertime in September and October, not really having to put up with shitty weather. And we all know Soldier Field, in terms of like actual fields, one of the most dog shit fields in the NFL. And I just think that favors the team that plays a majority of their games there, aka the Bears, right? We saw them last year in that rain game where Justin Fields was sliding through the end zone, all that kind of fun stuff. Like this is a team that has kind of been shaped by this weather and this city, right? They owe this win to their fans. And I think that 3-point spread, like if the Vikings were playing to the level that they should with the amount of talent that they have, should be sitting closer to -5. And this is really indicative of how bad this defense has been, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just think that they definitely have a chance to bark today. And I am on this dog personally. I have beans pending on the fucking Chicago Bears. Like I said, the Bears.
Beans on the Burrs.
I like that.
Wow. Nice. I like that too. All right, Sukh. Where are your beans? Do you have any beans on any dogs?
My V knows this. I have been back and forth on so many of these dogs all week. It has been stressing me out. There's not one that I would take, but I am the most unhinged football capper. I like the Texans again. I do. I know everyone's on the Saints, but I don't know.
I love it, Sukh.
I like the Texans again as the underdog this week. I know last week was rough for them. The last second play they lost, but they still covered. So I like them again this week. CJ, 177 passes, no INTs. It will come again. Like Hovey was saying, this is a good secondary over the Saints, but that doesn't mean that the Texans are going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
He could still throw that pick and throw 2 tutties, and we're in the win.
Yeah, and they're playing at home, and Stroud's made a point. He's sitting there like, don't think of us as a fucking easy win on your schedule anymore. We're here to give wins to our fans and put asses in seats, right?
And like me and V always talk about this, when the line is 2.5, and then you got a plus 120 on the money line on the Texans. Like, come on, you're not reaching there. You're just hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's honestly, dude, it's not that bad of logic to go back to a team, like especially in certain situations. You know, CJ 2 ladders to 4. That's so funny.
Ladder to 4.
Now Gerald's just fucking with you guys on the side. Let's go. Okay. For me, I'm gonna keep this short and swift. I like the Colts to. Oh my God! Please tackle Lamar Jackson. Please tackle. What are we doing? Oh my God! I like the Colts to cover against the Jags. Plus 4.5. I do not have beans on this. I just wanted to say that I like this line. I think this is a very. I think this game should probably end within a field goal. I don't know who wins. I really think that Gardner Minshew actually leads this team just as well as Anthony Richardson does. Completely different quarterback, completely separate set of skills. But Gardner Minshew is really good as well. And I still don't believe in the Jaguars, man. I know they just beat the Bills last week, but I just they don't check enough boxes for me. And this Colts team's actually pretty good. I watched them last week against the Titans, obviously, and playing really tough defense. Abandoning the Cardinals. Yeah, no, I kind of like the Cardinals too. But I'm gonna let them sit on their own.
He predicted that your dog of the week was gonna be the Cardinals.
Me and Gerald both had beans on you taking the Cardinals. Yeah. I will say this about the Jags though. They spent the last 2 weeks in London, right? Just traveled home. They had the option to take their bye week this week, decided not to take the bye week this week. Yeah. Like we saw it with the Bills last week, right? They were jet lagged, tired, looked sluggish out there and got wrecked by the Jags. Now the Jags are coming back after 2 weeks in London. Their bodies have adjusted, everything, and now they have to play now here in Jacksonville, right? Against a Colts team, a divisional opponent that could catch them sleeping. I love this line, SPJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost thought about playing it, to be honest, at the 4.5, but I'm just gonna let it ride. Like I don't like it enough to bet on either one of these teams necessarily. But for the segment, I like the Colts to possibly win outright. For the segment, for the show, for the vibes. I do also despise the Jags, but I hate the Colts too. I mean, I don't like both of those teams, but I mean, I like money as well. So there you go. Okay, let's talk about our. Do you really?
We got Vital in chat, bro. Or we got Vital in the queue.
We do have Vital in the queue. We don't have his camera is Vital. We're gonna bring you up, brother. Your camera is not on though, but maybe that's by design. What's up, dude? How's it going?
Oh,
and he left.
Nope, he gone.
We waited too long. Sorry. NZ, you're also welcome. I mean, it's partially your show too, so you're always welcome whenever you want. But if you do have a Dolphins -1,100.
Yo, I will say that Trent has the Bills money line. The Bills money line at 13.5-point favorites in the surgical 6. I just want to know if the 6 points of juice was worth it.
No. You can ask Shaggy.
No.
Shaggy puts -1,000s in parlays all the time.
On occasion. It works out.
I mean, doesn't release them to the public though. Those are just for him. Those are just for here.
Since we're mentioning Shaggy's bets, I will say when we log off of here, I'm gonna hammer the Bucks.
Oh man. Commander's money line from Lamb Talk Logs.
Sorry, Duddy.
Vital. All right, Vital. We got Vital. What's going on, man? How's it going?
What's up, Vital?
What's going on, guys? How's it going, man?
How we doing?
Good, man.
Not much.
Welcome to the show.
just running behind.
All good, man. What do you
there
got?
We go. No echo. No echo. There we go. Anyways, I was looking at Conklin receptions. maybe even laddered. And I like Evan Ingram over 4.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice. Like that too. What?
Like DJ Moore over receptions, maybe a ladder to 6.
DJ Moore, boom.
Like that.
I
like the
Moore.
yards too for DJ Moore. Yeah. I like DJ
Yeah.
a lot. I'm surprised.
Thought about ladder and yards.
Nice. What's your favorite one out of all of them?
Give me a Conklin ladder to 4.
4 receptions.
Beautiful. I fuck with Conklin a lot. I wrote about this play actually in the Philly Jets game. He's been seeing a lot of targets. Philly really, really struggles against the tight end. And the thing is that Zach Wilson, he's constantly under pressure. And this Philly team is coming off a 6-sack game. They should get to Wilson probably pretty consistently, and he's going to have to outlet the ball to somebody. And that guy has been consistently Ty Conklin.
Yeah, he's got 4 receptions in his last 2 games, 3 the game before, 5 before that. So he's cleared 2.5 in 3 straight games. He's caught a ball in all 5 games. So yeah, 4 plus cleared in 2 straight. I like that.
Do we lose Vital?
I think so.
Oh, and he left. Oh, he dipped. Well, I think he might have been dealing with some service
connection issues.
We appreciate.
He looked like he was on the go.
Oh, he's back. But here, Vital, we'll give you. Is that everything that you liked, man?
Yeah, I have a few more, but I got a few more I like, but I'll throw them up on the chat.
Oh, nice.
Sounds good. And make sure you guys give him a follow too. He's been posting plays, collabing with other homies in the chat. Make sure you guys give these boys a follow. They've been surgical.
Absolutely. Grow the community.
Yeah, Vital Gonzo Gore on the Twitter machine. We appreciate you, Vital. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it, guys.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Vital.
Have a good Sunday, man. Take it easy. V, I know you wrote about that Conklin play. Actually, and that's a perfect transition. We will go ahead and let you talk. I'll let you go first, man. Talk about some of your favorite plays today. We'll try to kind of do it with the elevator cell job version, gents, so we can kind of get through. I know we started earlier, which is a nice early time for you guys. So we have a little bit more time to make sure that we get these plays in. But we'll still try to keep it a little swifty. So V, what did you scribble about, and what is your favorite out there?
So you got the pitch Conklin from Vital. Love that play, over 2.5. I parlayed that with Philly money line just to kind of bring the juice down. I hope that doesn't burn me. But anyways, Jakobi Meyers, over 58.5 receiving yards. This guy has been Mr. Automatic. The only week that he hasn't hit this line or cleared this line is the 1 week where Jimmy Garoppolo was sitting and they played with their backup QB. He only saw 4 targets and 2 catches for 28 yards. Outside of that, the 3 games with Jimmy, he's only 1 target shy of Devontae Adams. He had 10 targets last week for 7 receptions and 75 yards. He's had 80+ yards in the other 2 games with Jimmy G this year. And I just think that against this Pats defense, it's been terrible. They did add JC Jackson last week. They brought him back into the fold. He played pretty well. He was talking about how he's feeling more comfortable back in this Patriots offense. We know how he was getting roasted in San Diego, but he played a pretty good game last game. Olave only had 2 catches for 12 yards, and Michael Thomas only had 4 catches for 65 yards. So it wasn't too bad. I really do think, though, that Bill comes in game planning for Devontae Adams, and because of that, we see Jakobi Meyers eat. Jimmy G is not the type of QB that's going to force his number 1 target the ball, especially in a tough matchup. Saw it last week with Jair Alexander. He only saw 4 targets for 4 catches and 28 yards, right? He was going to Jakobi Meyers often and early, and I think we see the same thing here. It's a revenge game for Jakobi, for Jimmy G, and Josh McDaniels. So give me fucking Jakobi. I've laddered him to 100+. I've got him for a touchdown. Jakobi today.
Dude, so first of all, I read your scribbles last night. As great shit as always. But the this channel has turned into the Jakobi Meyers fan club. Like Shaggy started the train early on in the season. But I love this play, dude.
Malik Willis is in the ballgame.
Malik Willis, I know Tannehill got hurt. I'm devastated. I don't want to talk about it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. His ankle got rolled, dude, and he already had ankle surgery in the offseason. Anyway, I love this play. I also like the other 2 that you talked about in your piece. So guys, go check it out. Go peep the scribbles. It's in the chat right there. Really like all of the plays that you talked about. But yeah, I really love this Jakobi Meyers one. Also, the Bill Belichick playing against his air shit. I think that ship is starting to kind of sail a little bit because the Patriots just suck. Like they're just not good, and so he can only do so much with the roster that he has. And I just think that that like allure that like he's gonna beat everybody that he used to like coach, and he's got that like powerful magic and shit like that is like I think it's gonna die. I think it's dead. But anyway. Sukh, what is your favorite play today, man?
My favorite play, V, I'm gonna get you to bring up my little banner there. There we go. I got Ritter for 20 completions and a tutty plus 240. This is
we
just
got a
not...
Sukh banner. Let's go.
Yeah, I texted him before. I was like, yo, toss this up for me, pretty please. I don't know.
You can type things up too, but
I don't know. You know me. I'm not good with computers, so let's just work through this. This team, the Commanders defense, they're just giving up a lot of yardage. They're not a good defense. We got Allen had a tutty against them, 2 tutties with Hurts, and then 4 with Fields. Like, they give it up to the quarterbacks. And Ritter's flirted with the 20 completions every game this season, 28, 19, 21, 19, and 15. I know there was a little bit of quarterback controversy with his turnovers, but I think after last week, he kind of cemented himself as the guy in Atlanta. And I think this is kind of low for him, especially in a Commanders team that has gone like they're giving up 30 points multiple times every week. Any team can put up 30 on the Commanders. So I just like this. I thought everything was low. 20 completions, not too high, and 1 tutty, not too high. I just liked it with the plus money.
You're like one of the only people that I talk to consistently that likes Desmond Ritter. I've heard you speak positively about this guy multiple times, and I mean you're a believer, dude.
I mean, yeah, one of us is a Titans fan, one of us is a Falcons fan, but both of us are retards.
Oh man,
Sukh likes he's the kind of guy that adopts a dog from the shelter. You know what I mean? Baker Mayfield. He's down for these crappy little guys, right?
What's up, Sandy?
That's how you got to be sometimes. That's how you got to be. What's up, Sandman? Yeah. How's it going? He ain't tech savvy. What's up, good? Word. All right, Shagster, I'll let you go, man. What is your favorite play today?
Couple quick ones for you. I talked about the first one earlier. I love the over in Chicago, Minnesota, and Chicago going over. The Bears, they put up 40 on Thursday Night Football. The offense is kind of clicking, moving in the right direction. We talked about it. They're trending well. Extra days to compare. Minnesota has not slowed down anybody except for that 0-5 Panthers team. They've given up 20 to the Bucks, 34 to Philly, 28 to the Chargers, 27 to the Chiefs. I think this one soars over. And then some Sunday night anytime touchdown action for you. I did write about this play, so go check it out at bettingnews.com. I got a play on the total and another prop in here, but the anytime touchdown scorer, Latavius Murray. I booked it at plus 400 on DraftKings is what I found it at. So Josh Allen actually leads this Bills team in rushing touchdowns. He has 3 of their 7. Murray's right behind him with 2. He's only got 19 carries. That's less than Harris, less than Cook. It's even less than Josh Allen. But Latavius Murray is a big goal line back. Cook and Harris, both 5'11", under 200 pounds. Latavius Murray towers over him, 6'3", 230. If the Bills get inside this 3-yard line, they should give him the ball. The Giants give up the most rushing touchdowns to teams, giving up 1.8 per game. Plus 400. I'm sprinkling on that, man, to find the end zone.
I love that, dude. That's really, really good. I had a different touchdown play in this game that I liked, but this one is not the one that I was expecting you to say. But love the logic. And do you think the Bills win by 100?
Yes. I'm not touching the spread. I'm playing the over because I think the Bills cover it by themselves. But I with those 3-score spreads, man, I just get so scared of a backdoor. Like you're up 17, you're gonna allow some BS field goal that doesn't matter to anyone except spread bettors. So
I'm always super happy about a backdoor, but
right. And then you got coaches like Sean McVay that are freaking kicking meaningless field goals just to screw us bettors. That's horseshit.
Hey man,
that needs to be fucking investigated, man.
Points for, right? Point differential, right?
If you're on the
You're not
depends
right.
on depends on which side you're on, right?
Yeah, right.
Which side.
I don't know.
I'm on
This
Shaggy side.
was mine from Vital.
I was being very sarcastic. I am on your side, Shaggy.
I'm on Gabe Davis yards, so I like that too. And
Yeah.
boom, there you got my whole
Nice.
Sunday Night Football card.
Okay.
But go peep the scribbles anyways.
And
Shaggy, SPJ, before you go, I will say you have a plus 185 touchdown score. He has a plus 400. I have a plus 140. I think while you pitch, Sukh should find us a touchdown score to lay with these three guys.
Oh, you want me to pick the leg that fucking sells? Fuck
Yep.
you, buddy.
Yep.
Find it while SPJ pitches us his favorite play.
That's exactly it. So
multitask, baby, multitask. Yeah, I like Gabe Davis. You just kind of sold it. He's scored a touchdown in 4 straight games, dude, and I think that they're going to score 7 million points, which means they're going to lose outright. That's how that goes. Yeah, I love Gabe Davis there. But for me, my favorite play today, which I'm surprised I have not heard this at all. I know. Thank you. It's dude, I wish they were winning right now so I could be gloating and be so happy. Whereas like they're just getting
it'd be so much better if I was gloating.
Teeth kicked in. I'm surprised no one said this today, so I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. My favorite play today is Jamar Chase over 7.5 receptions. It's minus 102 was the line that I got. The Bengals taking on the Seahawks today. Ever since Jamar Chase basically said, "I'm always open, 7-11, baby." Joe Burrow has been taking advantage of that. He's had 15 catches last week, 7 against the Titans when they got destroyed a couple weeks ago, but he still had 7 catches and was productive. 12 the game before that against the Rams on Monday Night Football. He's had 15, 9, and 19 targets the last 3 weeks. But the reason why I love this the most, it's Jamar Chase, right? Great. But the reason why I love this the most, the Seahawks allow the most receptions in the league, and they allow the second most receiving yards in the league. I think that Jamar is going to have another huge day. I love the catches. I like the yards too. I think it was 84.5, 85.5. I think you should probably flirt with 100 once again. But I like the receptions. I laddered it all the way up to 10, 11, 12, however high you want to go on this particular ladder. Burrow's going to be looking at Jamar all day long. So give me the 7.5 receptions. Minus 102 is the line that I got it at. The Seahawks defense just doesn't know how to defend receivers any type of way. So that's my favorite play out there. For me, I also really liked AJ Brown, but we talked about that earlier. So I'll let that be. All right, gents. Sukh, did you find somebody? Did you find a touchdown?
Olave plus 200 anytime tutty.
Yep.
Oh yes.
What do you guys think? He's only got 1 on the year. Kind of off 2 weeks, but he's still a stud. He had a few great games early in the season. What do you guys think?
I'm so in. I'm locking it in right now.
I love it.
I think I think it's hilarious that your dog of the week was the Texans, but you're picking a guy on the Saints to score a touchdown.
I don't know what I'm doing, bro.
He also bet on Stroud. Stroud to get an interception too. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
Dude, you are all over the place in this game.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud's throwing a pick. Olave's scoring, but the Texans are covering. That's how that's working.
Yeah. The exact game script. That's all we could ask for.
You heard it here first.
I wrote the script.
All right, so we got Olave, we got Davis, we got Murray, and V. Who was yours again?
Fields.
All righty,
Justin.
And that 4 legs. Clicking it on 2 books, seeing what we get. I'm seeing that's plus 10,000 on Yield FanDuel.
Let's go. We cooked a lotto without even trying.
I just want to be sweating some touchdowns in this Bills game tonight. That's it.
Oh my god! Please bet it on FanDuel and not DraftKings.
Yeah,
it's 44,000 cents. They're giving you 6,500 on DK for those 4 scores, and we're getting 10,000 on FanDuel.
Wow, it's really crazy.
I'm getting shit on 365 too. 7,100.
7,100. Yeah,
that's insane. It's that's why Line Shop, boys and girls, go check out wherever you can place these bets.
And that's even with Murray at a plus 310 leg. We got Gabe Davis plus 200, Murray plus 310, Olave plus 210, and then Fields plus 155. Grand total plus 10,163 on FanDuel.
Nice, good stuff. Done. All right, before we get out of here, because that's our lotto. We don't even have to try to get another lotto.
Right,
we're in. Bing bong. Let's cook our Betspresso 4. So what we're going to do for this, guys, we're going to pick our 4 favorite money line plays today, and we're going to put them all together for a parlay that we can ride all together. If you guys want to ride with us as well, please feel free to. But they're not dogs. Just it could be the spread, it could be the money line. It doesn't matter. Let's figure out which 4 guys we want to use here. Who's winning, boys? What's our most confident? Yeah.
I know I talk shit on Trent, but I'm gonna go with Bills money line. Bills money line. No, I'm kidding.
I'll take the Dolphins money line.
Imagine.
We'll still be at minus 10,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, about to say. Jesus Christ.
I'll go first. I think because my favorite team to win today, I think, like value wise in terms of everything, is the Las Vegas Raiders. I think that they get the job done against the Patriots. I don't think that there's too much love on this Raiders team this week, like whereas in, it's maybe a little bit of a suspect spot. 3-point home favorite. They haven't really shown too many glimpses of greatness, but they have the more talented team. They have the better QB, the better running back, and the better receiving core, right? They're playing at home in Las Vegas, and all eyes are on the Patriots right now, right? The Raiders are just basically playing with house money in this game. I think the Raiders win. They probably cover, but give me the minus 150. I think it is on the money line.
We've talked a lot about this game, and I agree with you. I think the Raiders get the job done. So I'm down to put this in. Not too juicy. Shag, what do you like?
Does it have to be a side?
No, it can be a total.
All right, give me the over.
Rules. It's
over
our
in
show.
Chicago. Actually, no, over. Let's do the over in Tampa because that hasn't moved. Yeah, we'll do the over in Tampa. Tampa Bay Detroit over 43.5.
All right. Tampa Bay Detroit over 43.5. We got the Raiders money line. Sukh?
I got no clue.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I like this from Vital.
He thought it was the Texans.
Yeah. We can go back.
But then it was Olave.
Lions money line. Nope. Bengals money line. Dunny, I love you. They're probably winning, but this game just I don't want to.
Do we believe in the Bengals?
I don't know.
Vital.
I do.
Yeah,
I think last week was not like the beginning of a turnaround where they're gonna like now all of a sudden contend for a Super Bowl, but to a point where they can beat up teams like the Seahawks. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying the Seahawks are like a bad team, but they're more of a middle of the pack team, in my opinion. And the Bengals are probably still on the top side of that same group of the
looking like
Seahawks.
Their old selves a little.
Yeah,
I feel like Jamar. I would be down to put the Bengals in there as a third leg
at home against Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Sponsor.
I'm on Jamar. I think Burrow's like back pretty much.
Yeah,
like, he's probably as close to 100% as he's going to get. Yeah, Joe Shiesty's back. All right, let's do Bengals money line. So we got Bengals money line. We got the over in the
Bears.
Oh my god, I just blanked. Thank you. The Bears game.
No, Lions Bucks.
No.
Lions
Oh,
Bucks.
you changed.
Bucks.
You
I
switched.
changed it. Yeah, do the Lions Bucks.
Lions Bucks. Okay.
Now
wait, at least we have something. At least we have something in that game. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Raiders money line, and then we need one more, guys. What are we gonna do? We could also do both of those over, Shaggy.
Good.
If you don't have anything SPJ, I do like the Rams minus 7.
Well, I was gonna take the Bengals, but the Vital took it.
Oh,
but yeah, but it's okay.
What do you guys think about the Rams? What about you, Shaggy? What are your thoughts on the Rams minus 7?
I'd have to do a little more digging. My initial thought is the Rams win by exactly 7 with that spread, knowing the Rams and Cardinals, and it is a backdoor. It's but I think the Rams should get it done. But I'm also kind of hopping on the Cardinals train at the moment, so I would stay away from that one if we could.
Okay,
what about the Eagles?
Enough. I could see it. I just feel like it's hard. It's a second straight road game. They've been on the road now 2 straight weeks, a lot of travel. The Jets defense is beat up. We went to the spread or the money line. If we went to the money line, yeah, I'm down to eat that juice. But
I'd be okay eating the Eagle juice on the money line.
Yeah. Let's do
100%.
just the Eagles just to win, because they could definitely do some bullshit and not cover or some stupid stuff in this game. But I
plus
definitely
597.
Lovely. I thought you were saying that the Eagles were minus 597 on the money line. No. Okay. I see.
Plus 597.
The 4 legs is the plus. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
whoa, that Lions game closed. Where'd it go? They locked my over on DK.
Oh no!
I wonder if there's some line movement of like players not playing or something like that. I can
still bet the under. They locked the over. Oh, now they're both locked. It's probably getting bumped from 42.5 to 43.5 everywhere else. But I'm seeing plus 606 on FanDuel for the Raiders money line, the Bengals money line, the Eagles money line, and over 43.5 in Tampa Bay, Detroit. Plus 606.
Surgical boys.
Yep. Shit pays.
I like that. Not shit pays. Little 4-teamer for plus 600. Not too shabby to get us to wrap it up today. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us for the extended version of the Griddy-Iron Gang today. We're going to be going live. This is going to be our new time every Sunday, so we have a little bit more time to lock some stuff in and talk ball with you guys before the slate gets rocking and rolling. So go ahead and set your alarms now. 11 o'clock Eastern every Sunday. Come and hang out with us on the Betting News channel. Whether you guys are watching on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter, if you listen to the podcast version of this episode, we appreciate you guys tuning in to hang out with us today and watch me cry about my Tennessee Titans most likely losing this football game. It's been Surgical hanging out with you, gents. Go follow all of these guys on the Twitter machine at VSauce with 3 A's. Go follow just Sukh, even though he is still not posting as much as he should, but it's okay. At Shaggy_Bets, and go follow me at Sweatpant Jesus. We appreciate all the support that you guys give. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we appreciate our guests that popped in today, Gerald, Hovey, Vital. We appreciate all you guys coming and kicking it with us today. Go and check out the scribbles at bettingnews.com that we all wrote about right before the slate today. We just talked about a lot of the plays, but there's quite a few things.
There's some more out there.
There's some more out. There's some nuggets to find. So go peruse at bettingnews.com and you will find everything that you need. They're kicking another field goal. Jesus. Gents, do you guys have any last imparting words for these beautiful people to go into their Sunday?
I do. Plus 5,000 with a boost, 5-teamer, Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, Alvin Kamara, Nico Collins, TJ Hawkinson. They're all scoring.
Ooh, I love the Nico play.
All I'm going to say.
Bang, bang, touchdown, gang. Let's get it.
I gave it out.
Bang.
It's out there. Don't get mad when you see the green slip later.
That's true. We finally have an actual Shaggy moment where he drops the slip. So now you can know when it goes green. It's like, oh, now I
am so known for that, bro. I cook up all these lottos just in silence and then post the green tickets, and everybody gets pissed. All my buddies are like, why did you send it? Why did you send it? It's like, bro, I'll send you like 7 of them.
Sometimes you don't want to know the buttons that get pressed
exactly
times. You know. All right, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us today. Go give us a follow. Just drop one of these. That's all we ask for. Give us one of these thumbs up on YouTube or on Twitch. We really appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitter, obviously go give us a follow at Your Betting News. And we will be back. Shaggy and I will be back with you guys tomorrow to go over the weekend that was, talking a little bit about Monday Night Football as well. And then we'll be back into the week, baby. We got Puckett. We got Shaggy Circle. We got the afternoon Betspresso. We got All Sauce Team. Last All Sauce Team, boys, before the NBA's back. We got a lot moving forward. So be sure to give us a follow and stay tuned with everything we got moving forward. Gents, say goodbye to these beautiful people.
Bye, beautiful people. Good luck with your bets today.
Take it easy. Have a kick-ass Sunday. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about